Adesawe Kanda in Accra. My name is Efua Tieku. The headlines this afternoon. Some customers of banks continue panic withdrawals despite assurances from Bank of Ghana. Men's Gold begins registering names of customers willing to terminate their contract with them. International Front's first female candidate, Obi Ezekwesili, joins Nigeria's presidential race. We have details of all these and more in the next 1 hour. Do stay with us. Now to our first story. The chairman of GN Bank, Dr. Pakwesi Nduom, last week, Wednesday, October 3, 2018, led a team of bank officials on a nationwide tour on the theme Stop the Panic Withdrawals and Strengthen Indigenous Banks. The tour was to appreciate customers who have remained loyal customers of the country's indigenous banks, while urging the population in general to avoid panic bank withdrawals as it may negatively affect the operations of local banks. The crisis that hit the banking sector with the collapse of at least 5 indigenous banks has already caused some customers to withdraw funds from their accounts in the various banks. The worst hit banks are the indigenous banks. Now let's take a listen to the chairman of Group Nduom, Dr. Pakwesi Nduom, as he addressed some customers as part of his nationwide tour. Speaking in Akan, he urged customers of indigenous banks to exercise restraint in withdrawing their funds as it may lead to or it may cause the collapse of the banking sector.
Yada so bank oyesika kwabio ayana na ende ebinom se won to America enwo bank ho na wonko enkaji ho ni sika enfi ho na ebia ena sika no wayo nanso GN bank ya wana Nduom ya wakwambe danso ya wajemeni baby abako bia 300 locations 300 yede yenisika yede si ho adana eboko baby eboko bia eya na yesi hena adan ewo ho na we have invested yede yesika yede si form na osidan na yede yesika yede si form a na obi bakade enya ya bank no ontumi njina ento onfa ne tefa kama hoho ne bank oye ono so oye na so hoho no onya enfaso na enfaso no kwahin odikono krom na ameme nya enfaso a owahemfa owagana heya na se ende yimpa oha woni sika wa ha na se womu eduanum po woto America wa bada obaji won sika mesina na mazamu won moto mazamu won a dabi o se na mazamu bi so onfanka ya adwuma enti no onwana woze America warba ebia na bank na ngina enti mebaji won sika na mesra wara jai adare ya no.
On the phone lines to speak with me is Frank Owusu Ofori, who is the head of corporate affairs of Group Nduom. Good afternoon to you, Frank. Now, you have been touring the country, advising people to stop the panic withdrawals. Has it made any impact in your books?
Okay, good afternoon, and good afternoon to your viewers as well. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Like you rightly said, the theme for the campaign is Stop the Panic Withdrawals and Strengthen Local Banks. And the main reason why the board chairman of Group Nduom, Dr. Nduom, decided to do this campaign is not just on GN Bank. We are focusing on all indigenous banks. We would all realize that last year 2 banks went down, and then this year 500 banks also followed. So when that happens, some people have lost confidence in the sector, specifically local banks. So we started with our tour in Greater Accra by going to Abu Glush. Abosukai first, then we moved to Abublushi, and then we went to Makola. Then from Greater Accra, we went to the eastern region where we did Koforidia, and we did in Koko. Then from there, we went to the Ashanti region, and the tour is just going well. It's been awesome. It's been tremendous. When we got to the Ashanti region, we went specifically to the Roman Hill area, and after Dr. Nduom addressed the crowd there and spoke to the market and the shop owners, there was a businessman in a shop. After the speech, Doctor went around, interacted with him, and he just called him into his shop and said, "Doctor, it's good you've come here, because some of us, not even me alone, most of the traders, we've all lost confidence in the banking system. So we've decided not to take our money to the bank because we don't want it to be like a fight. When I bring my money, I'm coming for it. Then they'll tell me come tomorrow and we don't have money and all those things. So we don't want it. So we decided to build safe in our shops." So he opened his safe and there was 50,000 inside. And he said, well, after what doctor has said, now they are gaining confidence, so we should just take the 50,000 and put it back into the bank. So
now, Frank, has the tour made any impact in terms of the numbers of people who are doing panic withdrawals?
Yes. We've seen this. That's one testimony that I've just shared with you that happened in the Ashanti region, the Roma Hill area, where somebody was keeping 50,000 cedis in his shop and told us that he lost confidence in the banking system. So he's about after the interaction doctor had with him, he decided to bring his money back to the bank and have confidence in it. And so these are some of the good testimonies that are coming up. The other places we've been to, we've realized that there's been an increase in the deposits. The deposits are gradually coming in because now people are understanding the message, and those who had either to rush into the banks to be taking their monies have all started understanding and bringing their monies back. So it's a gradual step. So we're seeing some progress along the way.
Right. So we understand that what led to this particular tour was because at the time you were not able to meet some obligations to your customers who were withdrawing. Have you been able to? Is that a better situation now?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. That you see the panic situation. For instance, we also use the child to explain to them about vote limits. So, for instance, every branch and the limits that they can get. So, if you have, let's say, 500 people rushing into the bank, and assuming the branch can only give like 10,000 cedis, and you have 100 people all coming for, somebody coming for 5,000, another person coming to 10,000, another coming for this, it would exceed the vote limit. Every bank has an insured vote limit. That's the amount of money every branch is supposed to keep. So that is done so that if something should happen, your monies are safe. That's how we get our insurance. So we've educated them and advised them that, well, if you need to withdraw amounts of money for an emergency, what you need to do is you call the bank or you talk to the relationship manager and tell him, next week or in 2 days or in 3 days, I have a business or I have a project I'm doing. I would like to come and withdraw maybe 10,000 cedis or 20,000 or even 50,000, and then we'll mobilize the money and get it ready at the branch for you. So these are some of the messages we are telling, and we're also telling them that that's how it works for all banks. So if you go to any branch, then it's to pay your money. You have to, especially when you're going to withdraw huge sums of money, you have to inform the branch ahead of time. So we're educating them as well, and then we're also talking to them that the Bank of Ghana is not here to also close any bank down, so they're not in all the local banks, whichever bank that they are with, and then their monies are safe and secured. So there's no need for them to be panicking and coming for their money.
Frank, finally, we understand also that Gold Coast Securities is unable to pay dividends to customers. Is that the case?
So what we are doing is we're doing TN Bank and Gold Coast as well. So because the Gold Coast situation is a panic situation, people too are also starting to, people who brought their investment, fast invest with them for a certain number of just rushing into our premises and saying that, well, we said we were going to do it for this amount of months, but we don't want to do it any longer, give us some money. But those monies have been invested. So we're explaining to them what we've invested their monies in, and then telling them to give us some time to recuperate it so we can be able to sort all of them as well. So that is also being done, because yesterday, for instance, so what we do is we've met the rural banks, we've met customers of Gold Coast, we've met other people who also have who are also customers of Gold Coast. We're not just doing GM Bank or the banking system. When we go into any region that have Gold Coast customers that we need to talk to, we talk to them as well. So that's the issue also being dealt with.
Frank, thank you very much for your time this afternoon.